Good evening, everybody. This is the Carver Zoning Board of Appeals for the date of July 23, 2026. We're in meeting room 1 of the Carver Town Hall. We welcome, as always, our friends from Area 58 who are recording this evening. And before we begin our cases that are on the agenda for this evening, we must take care of some administrative business, and that includes the voting on the minutes from our previous meeting of June 25, 2026. Has everybody had an opportunity to review those minutes?
Yes.
Yes.
Has everybody had an opportunity to decide whether they want any changes, amendments, or modifications thereto?
We have.
And does anybody want to make any changes, amendments, or modifications?
No.
No.
Okay. No?
Oh, I'll abstain because I wasn't at that meeting. Thank you.
So if there are no objections, I will ask for a motion.
I move that the minutes be accepted as written.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So those minutes are now part of the official record. We also, I see under paragraph B of our agenda, a discussion that is being requested with regard to the waiving of filing fee for the Union Church. And I will defer having that discussion right now. We'll take the cases here first. There are people waiting in this room, so to be courteous about it, let's go first to the continued case. And I don't see the folks from, what is it, 18 or 10 Bisbee Drive in the room?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do. Now I see them. All right. So let the record reflect that we did have a site visit, very pleasant site visit, this past Saturday at the subject property. And we met with Mr. Spinetto and had a chance to visualize what it was that he was asking us to consider with regard to his petition. Let the record reflect that he is seeking to construct an attached accessory dwelling unit to his residence at 10 Bisbee Drive, in which he has lived since 1998. And you have testified that the property now, the house, is too large for you and your wife, and that you want to have your son and his family move into the primary residence, and then you and your wife would move into the accessory.
Yes.
You are short on the side setback, which is to the east of your property. That side setback, as it currently exists, Mr. Spinetto, is only 21.6 feet. 30 feet is required under the Town of Carver bylaws. So you are short about 8.6 feet, if my mathematics is correct. You had indicated when we were out at the site that the property, or the proposed construction was going to be moved from its originally intended location, so that it would not be within what appears to be a Eversource easement.
Correct.
Because under the previous plan that you had presented when we were together in June, it appeared as if part of the ADU that you wanted to construct was going to be within that easement.
Yes,
Yes?
correct.
And so you have moved the proposed accessory, as I understand it, and the rest of us up here understand, back or closer to the house,
Closer to the street,
to the street, by how many feet?
7.5.
So you're still needing a little bit of relief, is that right?
Just on that east
Oh,
side.
on the east side, yes.
The side setback.
On the side, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're still needing relief on that, but you're now out of the easement.
Correct.
Now, we observed when we went out to your property something odd, and that's that cable wire in the back. And also the stockade fence, which, you know, was placed on your property by Eversource.
Correct.
Property that the town apparently has been taxing you on, which is not your property, it's the neighbor's property. So I know I suggested to you that you contact Eversource about that low-hanging cable wire,
Yes.
which is close to the back of your house. I've never seen such a thing. And also contact them as to the removal of that stockade fence, so that the sideline can be better delineated for your purposes and also for tax purposes, because that will provide you, once it's cited properly, I would assume it will
Yes.
provide you with some tax relief, right? And that was a pretty big area, right? It was at
Yeah.
least 15 feet
It's probably right at about 15 feet.
going down that line.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of land
Yeah,
for which you have been taxed.
yeah.
All right, so that's the setup, and I'm going to turn the meeting over to you now. Let's talk first about your contact or contacts with Eversource as to that cable wire.
All right, I'm going to turn it over to, this is my son Jake Spinetto, who will be moving into the house when things are done. He's in the power business, so I gave that project to him, and he's the one that dealt with Eversource this week.
So I've contacted Eversource, their customer service engineer, Beatrice Lord. We exchanged emails, and I filled out a form requesting either the removal or the relocation of the guy wire. Unfortunately, their form is more for a wire coming from a pole, so I filled it out to the best of our ability, sent her pictures of what we're talking about, and that was on Tuesday morning. I haven't heard back yet, but we've been contacting that Tuesday, and I'm waiting any word on that. They did not get back to me about the fence as of yet.
Anything else you want us to tell us?
That's about all I have.
Thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen?
No, I'm not surprised you don't have an answer yet from Eversource, first
But
off.
in regards to the fence, I think we both agreed that, you know, if it's something that needs to come down, we'll incur that. So,
You know, we have a plan.
Okay. But, my first step would be to do everything I could to see if you can get them to take
Yeah.
that down and put up a new one where it should be. But, we're dealing with Eversource. And
right. Their right-of-way contact on their website brings you to their customer service, who then brings you to someone else and someone else and
Oh,
someone
yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Until
Yeah.
you
Bounced
finally
around.
get to the
Yeah.
actual engineer to talk to. So that was fun.
So that way you'll give up before you get that far.
Right.
So I feel that the fence moving is probably a bigger priority than the cable. I don't see the cable inhibiting their request. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
For practicality, more than anything, the cable should go, I mean, whatever they gotta do.
Well, there's another way to play this, and you're not gonna like it. And that is, if we grant you the requested relief, we condition it on you getting a response from Eversource. In other words, you don't get construction until this issue is handled.
In regards to the wire or the fence?
You need to get answers on both,
Okay.
because you're getting taxed for a pretty good slice of property there that's not yours, and hasn't been yours for as long as you've lived there. And you've lived there since 1998.
Well, the fence hasn't been up there for that whole time.
2013?
The fence,
13,
yeah,
15 years,
yeah.
where you've been taxed for something you should not have been taxed for.
Could
And
be.
that guide wire, like I said before, I've never seen anything like it. Has anybody up here ever seen anything like that?
No. Out in somebody's yard.
Yeah.
Mr. Sullivan, have you seen anything like that?
Once I have.
Are you saying where it was
Yeah.
going into the ground as opposed?
It went through with the Eversource, or it was actually, we had easement. They had a guide wire on the back, and, I mean, it was the people's property, but it was their easement to be able to do that.
Right.
Was it close to the back of that house?
Within 50 feet of it,
Further back than this one?
yeah. Was the power, my gut feeling is the power lines were there before you got there?
Yeah,
That would be my
yeah.
understanding. So
The
they,
house was built in '86, so I'm
so
sure they were
when they did
there.
that subdivision, more than likely, a lot of that was already there.
Oh, for sure, for sure. We don't put any of this on you. But if we let this go without any condition at all, I'm just talking for myself now, then that guide wire, you may not be bothered by it, you may not be bothered by the fence, but these are issues that you should address. And I'll again say why. One, it's going to affect the resell or remortgaging of your property, if and when that ever happens. Because I think most people looking for houses would not want that in their backyard. Would not.
Now, was it a problem that it's anchored in our neighbor's yard? It technically is not anchored in our yard. It's anchored in what that'd be 8 Bisbee.
Over your airspace.
Okay.
I think it's a hazard. I think it's a safety thing too.
It's-
Well, and you even admitted to us that you had to make sure that the grandkids weren't climbing up on the wire.
That'd be kids.
Oh,
That'd be-
it was him.
It's an enticement, that's what we're working about.
Yeah, it's a
And I
nuisance.
blame, it's a nuisance,
Yeah.
and what I'm surprised at is the planning board that allowed that to be subdivision in there didn't, at least acknowledge or make a change or a condition associated with the approval of that subdivision at that time. We're cleaning up something
Right.
that previously was done. that's all.
Right.
Now, would this contingency be based on the answer that they would move the wire, or if they say, we're not touching that, it is what it is? I think that's a real one that I'm concerned about.
So, my opinion, Steve, is that the guide wire has always been there. Where the topic of discussion right now is what they don't have they're looking for relief from the east side. And whether we're willing to grant that relief. I think the fence portion of it, I would make that a condition,
Yeah.
because that needs to move. I mean, we know about it, and
Agreed.
needs to happen sooner than later. I think, I still would like to have Eversource respond to you and provide some type of response back to us. And at that point, maybe have a representative or a senator reach out to Eversource to try to put a little pressure on them if you don't get, leverage on them. It's a life safety issue more than anything. That's how you need to approach it with them.
And I think you had told me when we were at the house that you weren't even sure whether the standard to which that guide wire is attached is even working anymore, because they put in the new, more modern.
Right, I think it's a lateral support for that high-tension tower. Or not a lateral support, but it's a support, some kind
For
of.
the original one, not for the new ones.
They put in new transmission lines, is that what they ended up doing?
Yes, so
they
the whole
don't-
new towers.
So they
behind
don't
it.
use those towers?
Correct,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So
So
I
if
think-
it's
Oh.
not being used, get it out of there.
Yeah.
They would have to take down the whole high-tension tower, probably.
Well, they're concerned about the torque of that top, because it
Correct.
turns, it literally turns left after your property. It basically goes down and turns left, so it's the torque of that tower is what they're trying to retain.
That was the original purpose. It may not have that original purpose anymore.
Right.
It may not serve that original purpose because of the modern stanchions that are out there.
But they could be using those as secondary lines too, Steve, so I mean, that's Eversource's call at that
Yeah.
point, but I think you do not get a response, you need to let us know.
Right. Yep,
Or whatever response you get, it doesn't matter, good, bad, or indifferent.
So I guess the question now goes over to the Chapter 40A considerations. If we are inclined to grant the sideline relief of 8.6 feet, call it 9.
9, yeah.
How do we phrase that? Is it shape? Is it topography? Or is it soil?
The relief you're asking for?
Yeah, because this would be under 40A, this is a variance,
Right.
not a special permit. So it's got to be, fit into one or more of those three exceptions under the law. Otherwise, we're not empowered to give it to you.
Well, I would say, what would the easement fall under? As far as, would that be topography or, because that's the, because if they could go back, instead of making it wider, they could go longer and they could, that's kind of where I see the problem at is, you could almost
Offset
say,
it.
yeah, you
Yeah.
could say, I'll still give you the same size, but you'd be going straight back, but where the easement is there and.
Well, it'd have to go back and to the left, if that was
Right.
the case. Because the property line has changed.
So I guess what would the
Right.
easement fall under as far as one of those conditions?
Yeah, they obviously can't go back,
Right,
so they're stuck. The only way they can go,
So the
Is-
easement,
is
the easement
your-
affects the shape then?
yeah,
yeah,
The shape, that's what I'm.
yeah.
Configuration of the lot.
Yeah.
yep.
But I'll defer to the chair.
The crown wears heavy on the head. Mr. Barrington?
So I'm in agreement that because of that easement, they cannot go put that anywhere else on their property.
So you're saying shape,
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely shape.
She-
and Ms. Dahl, you're on record, and Mrs. Sullivan, same?
I probably agree.
Mr. Poirier?
Yeah.
Ms.
Yes,
Simpson?
I would
yes,
concur.
yes, yes, yes.
All right, so that gives us cover under state law. Do we reschedule this for a quick continuance so that we can get feedback from you folks on what you're being told by Eversource? Or do we come to a decision, grant relief, conditioned upon Eversource getting back to you people on the issue of the fence and the guide wire. How do you want to do this?
If I may, Stephen, I think the fence to me is in my understanding from what you had said, they put it up and they put it in place, but the homeowners took responsibility from that fence, maintaining it moving forward.
Yeah.
So as much as I think they'll have a little bit of leverage to say you put it in the wrong spot in the very beginning, can you come move it? I think taking it down is probably the first step.
He and I have discussed it, and, my plan is, because there's a lot of work that's gotta go on in the backyard with the septic system and so on and so forth, I was gonna put up a temporary fence right across, a wire fence with posts, tear down the other fence, and then I'm done with that.
So
And
that
then-
would be a condition. So
And
to
then,
Stephen's point,
when
he
the
was gonna make
project
that a
is
condition.
done, put up a nice fence, but
Sorry, fence
in the
back to
interim,
what
the other
was
fence will be gone,
safe.
and I'm,
That's one less thing you gotta worry about at
Yes.
that
Yeah.
point. You-
Yeah,
You
it's
crossed
all
that off the
done.
list.
it's all
Yeah.
done.
But if you're
Incorporate
going
that
to
into
be
the
in
building.
contact with Eversource anyway, let's kill
Yes.
two birds with
Yes.
one
Yes.
stone,
Yep.
right? Don't take on this work and the expense associated with that work if you can convince Eversource that they need to get back over there, not only take the fence down, but get rid of that guide wire, which I believe is probably not serving any purpose at this point in view of the other stanchions that have been installed in the rear of your property.
And if they do still need support, I would think at this point, maybe they could reevaluate and tie it from a different location that would be away from all of those houses, so that none of you have to deal with that. I mean, it's fine to have an easement and bring a truck in and service and do whatever they want to do, run wires or helicopters or whatever, but as far as having that guide wire run through the middle of your yard.
How they addressed it previously, when it was, a condition existed, they put a pole with a angle support to that pole and then attach it to the pole.
Yeah,
And that would work.
yeah.
I don't see them, Eversource, coming in and
Saying no.
removing that tower. Because then they got the tower down
Right.
further
Right.
and further, and wherever this starts from.
It'd be moving the anchor.
And if they're moving, if they're using it as a backup line, they aren't gonna wanna. They're gonna say, hey, I've got an easement, we have an easement there. It's our easement, we have a right to have those wires up above. We do question the angle of the one coming down through your yard.
Yeah.
And to
Anybody in the right
yeah,
mind
To
would.
Stephen's point, it's a life
It's a
safety issue.
safety.
It's a life safety issue. That's the biggest point you gotta make to them.
Okay.
Just tell them, little Johnny hurt himself, and I'd hate to have Eversource get sued again.
Still.
So do people want a short continuance on this matter, or do they want to close the hearing, go to a vote, and then conditions? A or B?
If I may, I would say, take a vote on it to approve it, and if there's some kind of conditions we want to attach. I hate to put them off again.
Mr. Porter.
I'm feeling the same way.
Ms. Dahl.
There's, how many days do we have when they put their paperwork in to,
We're good.
yeah.
What do you want to do, Ms. Dahl? What's your
I would
inclination?
say, vote on it and,
Mr. Sullivan?
I say vote on it, as long as we can make sure
As
that
long
the
as tie
condition
that
of the
in.
fence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll talk about conditions.
Yeah.
Mr. Barrington? Go forward?
Definitely go forward.
Very firm about it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I felt it.
Do either one of you have anything you'd like to add to tonight's discussion?
No, I'm so sorry you're going through all of that. That seems very tough. I'm so sorry.
I haven't seen pictures so complicated.
So do I hear a motion to close the hearing?
So
Motion.
moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
So this hearing is closed, and now we go to a proposed finding that I want to read into the record and have you folks vote on up here. The proposed finding would be this: that we find that owing to circumstances relating to soil conditions, shape, and/or topography of the structures or lot, but not affecting the district generally, a literal enforcement of the provisions of the bylaw would involve substantial hardship to the petitioner. Relief may be granted without substantial detriment to the public good and without nullifying or substantially derogating from the intent or purpose of the bylaw. Do I hear a motion to adopt that finding?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Now we move to the vote on the decision. That we decide that an easterly side setback variance should be granted in the amount of 9 feet. Does anybody want to
So
make the
moved.
motion? Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so you got your variance.
Thank you.
So you're on second, going to third. Okay? Now, conditions. Does anybody want to attempt to frame an appropriate condition with regard to the fence and the guide wire?
That's a tough one, because I don't want to hold the project up.
Well, here's
Because,
what we're going to, here's what we can maybe put as a condition. That the permit will not be granted until such period of time as you document your contact with Eversource on both the fence issue and the cable. That should be in the record before any construction begins. So we're going to hold you until that happens. I don't want any construction beginning out there, in my opinion. I would not want any construction beginning out there until you folks follow through on that.
Now, what constitutes as an approved documentation? Would it be email chains, some kind of form of letter from Eversource?
For a combination.
Combination?
Or a combination of the two. We need to see something in writing.
Would there be a proper way to submit those, either email or this
Not to
board,
me.
or not?
This board is off limits between meetings unless we go and visit the property. By the way, I'm still waiting for my blueberry muffin.
I had a rough week.
So yeah, that's got to be filed with the nice ladies downstairs in the planning department.
Understand.
Okay.
And we want to see something from Eversource, not just from you, but we want to see something from Eversource about what they intend to do, if anything. I
Understand.
mean, we have no authority, as Mr. Sullivan has pointed out, to compel Eversource to do anything here. But you're going to be living at that property with your family. I would imagine that you would want to get your boundaries straightened away and that guide wire repositioned, if at all possible. You got little kids already?
Yeah, my son's already a danger to himself. I don't need to add that.
You don't need him hanging on that guide wire like you used to.
Turned out all right, though.
Yeah.
Dad's going to teach him.
Yeah, well,
Is he
if-
genetically predisposed?
I don't know. If we turn off all the lights in this room, will you glow?
Well, I do work in nuclear power, so.
All right. So somebody want to frame that as a condition? Or do you want me to try to do it?
It's all yours.
Thank you. Ms. Dahl, go ahead.
No, absolutely not.
Well, I'll take a shot at it.
Yeah, Mr.
All right.
Poirier, please.
So the first condition would be that the permit to build will not be granted until the petitioner receives a response from Eversource regarding the issues with the guy wire and the moving of the fence.
Well said. Anybody want to alter that at all? I wouldn't change a word.
That's perfect.
You see, he's balding because the brain is always working over there.
Just today.
Can you say that one more time?
No.
It's on a recording, you're all set.
So that's the condition. Does anybody want to make a motion to adopt that condition?
I make a motion to adopt.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so that's the first condition. I got one more for you. This grant of your variance will be subject to the plans of record of Madigan Land Surveying LLC. And what is the date of that plan, Mr. Spinetto?
It is 7/9/2026.
Is that the modified plan where you?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great.
Okay, we need to get a copy of that. Do you have more than one copy with you?
I do.
I'll take it.
Okay.
One is fine.
And we'll need a wet stamp.
You beat me to it.
Thank you. Yeah, make your guy stamp this. No, it looks like he has.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about? Looks like he has.
Yeah, but that's not a wet stamp, Brian. Wet stamp, we can put the condition on it.
Well, do you think for now, so we don't hold him up any longer,
Yeah.
that we can go with the,
Yeah,
the
so
Yeah.
if you,
condition?
so if you go back to your builder, they should be able to give you a drawing with a wet stamp on it. And it's just so that conditions can be put on there and then it can be officially signed off.
Building plans, you mean?
Yep, that
That-
same drawing that you have, yep, you just wanna ask for one with a wet stamp.
To what?
A wet stamp.
A
wet
A wet stamp, oh,
Yeah,
not,
a
it's
wet
not a
stamp.
copy.
Yep, well, it
Okay.
would be a copy that then would be submitted with your record
Okay,
for the town hall.
Just need a
All right.
copy of that with a wet stamp on it.
Yep,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, they will know when
they'll
you
know
say
exactly what that is.
you need a
Yep.
wet
Yep.
stamp. They will know.
And then ask them to put signatory lines on it if they could,
Okay.
for the zoning board.
Wet stamp with signatory signs.
I'm, I don't know if this is a what,
No, it isn't, I can tell you it isn't.
okay.
And just for my purposes, because I'm the one that ends up writing these decisions,
Okay.
the garage that's there now, is that coming down?
The overhang is coming down,
Right?
and then it'll be blocked off, and one half will be his office, and the other half will be storage. But there'll only be a door access, there'll be no garage, it's not like a car access.
Be living space at the,
That's what he showed us on Saturday.
Yeah, exactly.
As you were facing on the left-hand
'Cause you
door.
have the door,
He had
yeah,
a
on the
picture
outside
drawn
of
on
the
there,
garage
and
door.
the rest of that was going to be just a wall,
Right.
essentially.
It's
right?
underneath the house, it's not
Right.
necessarily a
Yep.
And the
garage
fence is
structure.
all on the east side of the property, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So are we good? You understand what we've done?
Yes. Yes.
And I guess the takeaway for this evening is you got your variance subject to a response from Eversource.
Okay.
And so that's important. That's the
Uh-huh.
leverage that we have to make sure that you follow through with them and they follow through with you.
Okay.
And hopefully you'll get the kind of relief that I think all of us up here believe you deserve,
Okay.
rather than leaving him to deal with it after you and your wife are gone. And then I would suggest that if the fence is going to be taken down, either by you or by Eversource, hopefully by Eversource, that you go and have a conversation with the assessors. Because you paid 15 years' worth of taxes on property that's not yours. And that's going to add up to a few bucks, because we're not talking about inches or a couple of feet, are we?
No.
I'm surprised you let it go as long as you did. You weren't aware of it until it was recently surveyed? Hmm. Well, the things you
Well,
find out.
The whole development is off,
Yeah, it was,
so all those
the,
fences.
Mr. Madigan was quite
You may want to
frankly,
mention that when you talk to them about
He
the
was-
fence. Like,
he was
you're
dumbfounded.
facing it now because this is
Yeah.
your thing. But you can turn around and look at the backyard and go, but all these people have the same problem.
he said that, something that I don't know about, but I guess there's supposed to be points put all down the
There-
the
That's right.
subdivision.
Correct.
That's right.
And he said there were none. He found one, and he had to go all the way out to South Meadow Road to get another point, and then he literally had to come back from each
Yeah.
property to get the right.
I think the word you
To get it
used
right.
is appropriate. I think all of us up here were dumbfounded as well. I've never seen anything like this. The combination of that cable being where it is and the fence, not good for you.
Yeah.
So we're going to hopefully get those matters addressed
Okay.
sooner rather than later. But in the meantime, the good news is you got your variance.
Good.
So do what you can to keep hounding them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Don't let that slide.
You can make that point that we were all out there and that as a board,
Stephen,
that we
there's
find
supposed to
that
be
that's
some
a
speech
huge
about how long
problem.
he has to wait before we
I'm going to
can-
give her a call again to follow up tomorrow because I
Yeah, I
haven't
know
heard
we've got
since
two
Tuesday,
coming.
so.
Yeah, I mean, we're the ones that are making you do this, so you can say, like, you know.
Did I-
And I'm surprised that the planning board didn't say anything way back when either, just, I mean,
And I got in your ear about this as well. I know you're reluctant, or you were reluctant until your son got involved, to try to track down the right person at Eversource to have this conversation. But sometimes young people can be more persistent than the older ones.
Well, he tracked down that, her name is Beatrice.
Lord.
She's the engineer for Carver.
Carver
For,
Plymouth for the customer service engineer.
You know what I would suggest? I would insist that she come out there and take a view. I would, because you got the plan to show her, right? With regard to the fence. And even if you take that down yourself, tell her that you're going to send her the bill.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
enticing a hazard, that's what it comes
Yeah.
down to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate the verbiage because that's definitely stuff that I'll use.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is something you got to be firm about.
and if she stands in your backyard, I don't see how she could find that there's no problem
You
with
should
that.
pay for that.
I'm talking about the
You
cable
guys use
now.
that as a
Yeah.
clothesline?
I'm sorry?
Use as a clothesline.
Maybe a zip line once or twice. But
you have to have some pretty big clips.
Now, Mr. Barrington often will read into the record the appeal rights of folks who might want to take this up. I don't think that's likely to happen in your case, but if you could read that into the record, that would be great.
With this,
Yes.
so our decision tonight will be filed with the Town Hall Building Department in the next couple days,
Yes.
okay? There's a 20-day appeal period, so that means anybody in your neighborhood can appeal our decision. And then that
opens it up.
delays things for a bit. After 20 days, pick up the decision from the building department, and then you will go to the Plymouth Registry of Deeds to file the paperwork. That's where it needs to be filed. And then bring the paperwork back to the building department here, and then they will issue you the permit, the variance.
Understand.
Assuming you're in compliance with the condition.
Right,
Understand.
as long as everything else is taken care of that.
Okay.
So would that be 20 days from tomorrow, today, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, no.
Well,
Okay.
it'll
No,
take,
no.
it'll take a couple days for.
Please
for the
give me at
decision to
least
go in.
24 hours to
Yeah.
write this.
Understand.
You can call and check with them and
Okay.
ask them
Like
if
Monday.
everything's all set.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Monday, I have to, when I write it, then I have to circulate it to these nice folks up here, make sure that they don't want to make any changes. Sometimes they do. So probably early next week, we'll get this filed.
Sounds good.
But remember, it's going to be conditioned on you-know-what.
Yes.
So you're stuck until that
You wouldn't have
condition
been,
is satisfied.
I mean, you got the 20-day waiting period
Anyways.
anyways, so it's
So it falls in that period.
gives
It's a
you time.
really good time for you to put a lot of pressure
Oh,
on
absolutely.
Eversource in the meantime and say, hey, look, they're really just not happy with this.
I'm off next week. I can make as many calls as I want.
Exactly.
Where's her address?
It's in Plymouth. I have it on my phone,
So
but
do you
I
know
might just
where-
show up.
Do you
Why
know
don't you
where
go
that
and
is?
see
I
her?
do.
That back building, because my mom used to work there, they used to do the polls. Just go right in there into the
That's
customer service
actually not a bad
office.
idea. I think that might be.
Yeah, ask for a meeting.
Yeah.
You might get further that way if you actually go to the building.
Hmm.
You can't get in through the big gates, but I believe you can get in through the office on the left-hand side. Just a little.
Thanks.
Good to know. Thank you.
Thank you both for your patience.
Thank you for your time.
We thank the board, thank you,
And
Mr.
we're
Chairman.
going to hopefully get your property improved, one way or another.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Bye.
Yeah, just report back to the planning department once you get the feedback from the engineer, okay? Thank you. And now we move on to our next case for the evening. And Mr. Barrington, would you kindly read the notice into the record?
A petition was filed, let me go back. Petitioner is Darren Halliman, case number 86-4-3, 243 Meadow Street. Petition was filed seeking a special permit in accordance with sections 290-2-2.4E, number 3, 290-5-2.2A, 290-5-3.1, and 290-5-3.3 of the Carver zoning bylaw for property located at 243 Meadow Street in Carver, Mass. Assessors map 86, lot 4-3, so as to construct a detached two-story, two-car garage with ridge height of 23 feet to include an unfinished attic. Total square footage of 1,710. 700 square feet is allowed as of right in a residential agricultural district.
You read that beautifully, Mr. Barrington.
I've been practicing all night.
Thank you. Now, I observe that Mr. Halliman is present. That's Mr., and you are?
I'm Mrs. Gerlach, and his last name is actually Holliman.
It's Holliman, they spelled my name wrong.
Holliman.
Hollyman, H-O-L-L-I-M-A-N.
H-A-L-U,
No, H-O-L-L-I-M-A-N.
H-O.
Yeah, just H-O, not H-A.
wait a minute, let me get this again. I'm sorry. H,
O-L-L-I-M-A-N.
Holliman.
Thank you.
And you are?
Laura Gerlach, I'm the wife.
Okay. So I tell people this, assume that we have reviewed everything already.
Okay.
That's a good assumption, take that to the bank.
Okay.
I'm not sure that any of the other boards do that kind of homework, but we do. So we are somewhat familiar with what it is that you're looking to do. And I'm going to go through what I understand it is that you're asking us for. And if I get any of the facts wrong, you interrupt me.
Okay.
But you are proposing to construct a two-story square foot detached garage at your property. Is that true?
That's correct.
1,710 square feet.
That's
At least
correct.
that's what you say it is. So that you can house two cars, two motor vehicles.
That's correct.
And lawn equipment, and tools and any other boy toys.
That's correct, sir.
That's in my basement right now.
Yeah. Our sheds and house is very crowded at the moment.
Now, you have a small garage on the property at present. Is that true?
That's true. We're not sure when we purchased the house what it was. It wasn't approved as a garage. It was, I think it was a shed. But you can't get a car in there today. A car the size of today's in there unless it's like a small, tiny
So
car.
you quibble with the word garage. It's more like a shed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, and there is a garage door on it, but it doesn't face the driveway.
Yeah.
So you can't actually pull a vehicle
How
into
big is that,
it.
do you know?
I'm sorry?
How big is that garage?
It would be like a one car,
Yeah.
I mean, is it 20 by 20 or is it?
I don't even know.
I don't know, I've not
it's
measured
I
it.
don't even think it's that
It's,
big.
it's tiny.
Yeah.
I can just about back my wife's car in there, but you
I have
can't
a, I have a
open the
Honda
door.
CRV and it doesn't quite fit.
But you're-
The only way to get it in is
you're
to back it in.
You're planning on removing that before you put
Yes.
this new?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, the location on the lot of the proposed garage, the new one, is going to be where?
Adjacent to, yeah. It's gonna be adjacent to it.
Oh, right here.
Yep, that's the old shed. And the house is over there.
In the streets out front.
And you're going to be removing a section of the paved driveway that exists currently, is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
And you say that the proposed garage complies with all required setbacks, is that correct?
That's correct.
So you don't need any dimensional relief
No.
insofar as setbacks are concerned?
No.
Sidelines are
The
concerned?
original one we put in would have covered, but it was out of the zonal.
Yeah, we weren't quite sure what the setback rules were when we first submitted, and
Now
then
you
once,
know,
now we know.
and you find everything is hunky-dory, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we could make it work with
We can
what
make
we
it work.
have. Yeah.
We're
Because
going to have to put
You're
a
going
bit
to
more
have to
drive
make
in.
it work.
Yeah.
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 Otherwise, you need to have done what these nice folks just before you needed to
Yeah,
have
that sounds tough, so.
So you're going to have to make sure that where this proposed garage is going complies with
Mm-hmm.
all setback requirements. Otherwise, you're going to get bounced out
Yep.
Yes.
by the building inspector.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, you're alleging in your paperwork that the proposed garage complies with all required setbacks. Make sure that that representation is accurate.
Okay.
The garage, you say, will consist of 2 bay doors. Is that true, the new
That's correct.
garage?
Yes.
And is it going to, it's going to be 2 stories, you said, right?
Yes.
And there's going to be a second floor above. Is that going to be in the nature of an attic?
Like basically like just where to store stuff and
Yeah, it'll be unfinished.
So it's going to be a full floor up there, or is it one of these ones where you play hippity hop to the barber shop, where you have to kind of jump across beams?
no, it's going to have flooring.
Just,
It would-
just the stub, right?
Yes.
That
Will there be a
side.
set of stairs going up to it?
Yes, we've got stairs.
And is it going to be a peaked roof, so that part of the attic upstairs you're going to be able to walk under or on, and then other parts when you get to, like, the sides of the peak, you
Can we
won't be
just
able
get
to
that
walk?
up?
Yeah, it will be peaked, and from what I remember, there will be, when you're near the edges,
Yeah, it's going to be closer
It's
to
gonna
hit
be
your head. So
Do you have a drawing? Do we have a drawing?
you do.
No.
I
see
do,
what-
but
that was
not.
my next
We
question.
didn't bring paperwork, but we got
Yeah,
it
you
on.
got, we need
We
to see a drawing. That's why I'm asking these questions.
We've
We
submitted.
did submit the original plans,
With the drawing of the actual garage?
Yeah.
yes. All the construction plans were submitted
See if
originally.
I have it in the file here.
Can I ask a question while you're looking?
Yes.
So I see that the request is for 1,710 square feet. And when I do the math on the ground floor, I get 1,038 square feet. So I'm wondering where the other 672
Second
feet.
floor, they're
second
putting
floor.
that storage area.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but I'm still wondering how they arrived at that number. I mean, if you just, those dimensions on the second floor make it more than 1,700 square feet.
I
It'd be
think
double.
because of the way the.
It's pitched, yeah.
If you want to take a look, I have it.
That's
on
not,
the okay,
that doesn't work for us.
okay,
And I just went through the file. I don't see any plan.
okay.
So to answer your question, sometimes the pitch of the roof will reduce the square footage on the.
Well, right,
second
we had one recently where we had that very discussion,
Right.
right? So
That's true.
I'm just making sure that whatever they're giving us for the amount of,
accurate.
once again, we got into usable square footage,
Right.
right? That's because whatever we're permitting, we have to know exactly. It can't be about 1,700 or about 2,000. We have to know exactly
Right.
how much you would be losing with the pitch of that upstairs. So that's why.
It could also be obviously the where the wall-ins is, so you're losing a bit of
Yeah.
And we have no doubt that you're going to lose some, but we
Yeah.
need to count that square footage upstairs.
Okay.
We've gone through this quite energetically in the last year or so with the building department, and we've made it very clear that if it's usable space, as Ms. Dahl characterized it, and she's right, then that square footage needs to be counted. And so Mr. Poirier is also correct that we need a precise number, because otherwise we don't know how much relief to give you.
I don't know what to tell you. So we started this process back in March, where we submitted the original construction plans. And then that was obviously denied due to the new setback rules. So then that's what we got as the plot plan and all of that set up. We never got an official denial letter in the mail. That was not sent out. So he's been up to the town hall at least
Several times.
once a week, trying to figure out
I feel-
what it was. So
I feel like we've just been
Well,
put on the
before you
back
leave
burner a
here
little bit.
tonight, you're going to know exactly what to do.
okay.
All right, you're not going to need to kind of cast about downstairs for instructions. So we are the last word locally on what you need to do,
Okay.
okay?
Thank you.
All right. So first thing is, you're going to need to show us the plan for the garage, which is not in the file here, and I don't know where it is, but you need to provide it the next time, because we're not going to go to a vote tonight on this. I'll tell you right now. But we'll try to get back quickly on this for you. That's number one. Number two, we need to get a precise square footage, both first floor and second. Mr. Poirier is very good with his math, and I do not question what he's saying about the square footage on the first floor. And then usable space on the second floor. Right, Ms. Dahl? Yes. Add those two numbers together, that's the square footage. And then we decide, based upon that, how much relief we're inclined to give you.
Okay.
It may be that we're not inclined to give you all that you want, and then that might require a reconfiguration or a redrawing. But let's see if we can at least get to first base on this and arrive at the square footage number,
Okay.
okay? Now, there was something in your papers about a lean-to. Can you tell me about what this lean-to is?
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know if you don't have any of the other papers
do
that we
not.
submitted.
None of us
So
does.
It is, the garage is 28 by 30, and then off the back, there is just a one-story lean-to that would be his workshop. And so there would be 2 cars, 2 bays for the cars, and then on the side, there would be an additional smaller garage door that he can lift up and pull like lawn equipment in and out, and then any other tools that he wants to
Is that the
do.
9 by 22 that's
It's
showing?
in the back.
Oh, that, yeah, that's what I was
Possibly,
gonna
yeah.
ask. The 9 by 22 bump out in the back?
I
Is
would
that
like
what-
to have a look.
Is it this part
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
So the door would be there.
The door would be on
So that does not have a second
Okay.
floor?
No, it does not.
So that makes a difference, that's
So-
that's the difference.
So that's the difference.
Yes.
I was actually going to say that.
And no
but-
second floor.
That's the difference you're showing.
Yes, so I was actually going to mention that, but
So,
that's what the actual wall.
Well, right, but you're also losing some usable space too. That's why I'm gonna be curious to see, and
Second floor is.
what, and once again, you want to make sure that you're giving a number that doesn't mean that you're counting stuff where you go over and you have to scrunch down. I
Yeah.
mean, because we've had a number of like huge garages that people have asked to build. And we've had to ask them to trim those numbers down. My other question is, what's the square footage of your residence?
I think it's just about 32 to 3,400 square feet.
3,400 square feet, okay. And do you know the height of the peak of the roof of your house?
I do not.
Is it taller than, is it gonna be, is your garage gonna be taller than that?
No.
No, it's not.
Okay, so it's less than the 23 feet that you're asked, that
That's
you're.
correct.
Yes, okay.
How close is your adjacent neighbor to that garage?
It'll be exactly 30 feet from, I think, the
Not the
front.
property line where their dwelling is.
Further than that, because they have a garage door, or they have a driveway up to their house, and then their house from that.
It could be over 50 feet from where it's
I'm
actually
just curious,
placed.
and other than the driveway, is there a buffer at all?
No, I don't
Trees
think
or
so.
shrubbery
There's
or-
shrubs.
There is shrubs and a few trees.
Are those
Not direct-
arborvitaes?
they've put trees there, like conifer trees.
Yeah, there's landscaping throughout, and they have some taller,
Yes.
I'm
they-
just saying, from a perspective of a neighbor, you're going from a shed, I'm gonna use that
Yeah.
as an example.
yeah.
Please do,
To
yeah.
a larger structure, and the visual, sight of that, may be a deterrent to them. Have you spoken to them about what your
Yes.
intent is?
Yeah,
Okay.
And they received letters as
they're
well.
very good neighbors. We like them very much.
Because as you may have heard earlier, the 20-day appeal period could affect you, so I just want to make sure that you're dotting your i's and crossing your t's.
Okay.
Sometimes it's helpful to get a letter from them
Okay,
to say that they have no problem.
okay,
That's just-
Ms. Dahl is correct, but it's
Goes
not
in your
required.
favor.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
If-
it's
if-
not required.
If they don't come to express opposition, then we assume
You're
that there
fine.
is no opposition.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. Just to say that the trees are like about 20 foot high, so it covers off the previous owners that owned
Is it one tree or a series of
a
trees?
series of trees, probably about 7 to 10.
Are they
I
pine
haven't
trees
counted
or are
them.
they oak trees?
They're,
They're like conifers.
yeah, I would,
Might be a good idea
I don't know what an arborvitae is, but I
to
think.
bring some pictures
Sure,
Okay.
of that
This is
line.
by
okay.
I've probably got some on my phone.
Is the
They're
stockade
not gonna
fence
have that
yours
on
or
the second
theirs?
floor.
So we weren't sure, but I think once we figured that out,
28
both
by 30
fences on
is
either side are
1,038
ours.
square
Oh,
feet.
okay.
Yeah.
They're showing it to you right there.
What about lighting? You're going to have exterior lighting on the proposed garage?
We will on the front and on the side that faces the house, because we plan to use the garage as a garage. And then we have a side entrance into the house that we plan on re-landscaping and
Okay,
making
so
that
the
like a
138
mudroom
for
entrance.
downstairs is one- is
So there's going to be
840
exterior
plus
lighting.
that. Right. So
Is there going to be any
upstairs, it
heat
would be
in that garage?
840.
Yes or no?
So-
Possibly.
So,
Maybe from a
We
heater.
have a heater that's already in the shed, so I possibly might put that in the same one.
right.
It wouldn't be a heat pump or any sort
No.
of formal
Just
thing
just
like
off the
that.
electric.
Which is more than the 7.
So he can work on his projects out of
Well,
my
if he gets in
basement in the
trouble, you may want
winter.
heat out there.
And what about water? You're going to have water inside?
No,
Not at this time. We might have something to put there, and then I don't know. In time, I don't know.
outside?
that's what I
Yeah,
would
like an outside spigot or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not putting a bathroom or anything.
No, no,
No,
no.
no, because it
Plenty
would have
in
been
the
easier to push this through.
And this is not to be used in any way, shape, manner, or form for residential purposes, unless you kick them out.
That's right. We have
Too
plenty
hot.
of space to host his family, my family, so I thought putting his parents in the garage would be mean.
That would be mean.
We
Now, I
have
have another
available
important
bedrooms.
question for you, that has to do with the lean-to.
Okay, that's you.
How many walls are going to be on that?
Basically, we as a lean-to, obviously we got front and back.
Is
So
it
you
gonna
got
be
door.
open
So
air
one,
on
two,
at least one side?
second,
No.
three.
Will it be open air on at least one side?
No, we'll have a door that just comes down.
Be enclosed.
It's fully
Yeah.
So
enclosed.
it's enclosed?
It's to put a ride on in there basically, and just any woodwork.
And square footage is the
Yes,
1710?
that's part of it.
That's
Yeah.
part of the 1,038 that Jim had originally had commented.
Well, as long as we're talking square footage,
Yeah.
Kay and I have been doing our math, taking off our shoes and socks to figure this out, but, so if you take the 1,038 that includes everything that's down below on the first floor,
Right.
and if you take the upstairs is gonna be, I'm not talking about the loss of the,
Right.
is 840, you get 1,878 square feet, not the 1,710 that's being requested there, so,
Correct, but it's usable, so I think the angles are gonna make that difference.
well, I would
To your
agree with
point.
that, but I think that's why we need to make
That's
sure
right.
that when we see the plans,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Would there be a loss using the stairs? I would have thought there would be, would there not?
Since the stairway is on the first floor, part of that would be a loss of usable square feet too.
It's usable for accessibility,
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Does that include the underneath as well?
because that could be storage.
You'd hit your
Put
head
storage
on
on
the
the
first
stairs
few,
all the
wouldn't you?
time.
What's that?
people put storage under stairs all the time.
Yeah, okay,
To a certain degree.
I do it, so.
yeah.
Me too.
So in the building plan, we need to see what the outside is probably gonna look like, any windows. We're gonna
Main
put,
two should be illustrated as well.
It is, it is.
It's
It was
almost
the
like,
first thing we did that we got done,
Yeah.
so we
And
have.
I'm sorry it's not with us
Yeah.
tonight, and I have no
Yeah, it's just not
explanation for
here.
why it isn't. But you're getting your marching orders tonight, which is good. So you're no longer just flailing and going there every week and saying, okay, what do I do now? What do I do now? And you're getting different answers or squishy answers. You'll know before you leave here tonight exactly what it is that we need. When do you want to start construction?
We wanted to
3
April
months ago.
1st. Yeah,
We haven't even had a shovel on the ground, so we're
I don't know how
We're
long this is gonna
frustrated.
take. Yeah, this is
I
4
feel like
months
we've been put
at this.
on the back burner a little bit with
Up here every
paperwork.
week.
Being
trying
up
to
here
figure
every
this
week.
out. So,
Certain people that I've come in the office, he's gone straight round the back because he's not wanting to talk to me.
yeah.
I'm not going to say who they are, but
She's putting her hand on your arm. My wife does that to me as well.
yeah. She's
That
up my
means
back. I'm okay.
no
It's all
more.
right.
It's
It's all
okay.
right.
We're frustrated, but we're getting
Yeah.
through it now.
Yeah,
We don't
you-
have an answer for you. Our builder's been ready to go for,
And he's got several
told him
projects,
April
and he's-
1st
he's
Okay,
got them all
and,
on the
we
back
hear
burner.
you. We hear you.
yeah.
All right. What else would you nice folks want to ask about?
well, obviously, we're gonna get the square footage of upstairs, so we'll need to see, you know, that short, it's only, 3 feet where the eaves come down. But,
Don't count that.
right, that we don't count, but we do need to know if you can walk that distance.
Sure.
What is it?
Okay.
How long?
Can I ask what space is like walkable? Because I'm 6'2".
6'6",
I'm 6'2", so
6'6".
6'6",
right.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything
Okay.
under 6'6" is
Is
deemed as
considered-
unused.
Is considered, yeah, anything
Not
under.
usable.
Under,
usable,
it's not
sorry.
usable,
Right.
okay.
Yeah, it's not
Yep.
usable.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, that's helpful.
So in your, whoever drew your drawings can show the pitch, and they're gonna show lines at usable space.
Yeah, it's on there.
Okay.
So it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
And that may-
Easy to figure out.
That may end up with you making your request less than
Or
the
more.
17.
Or more.
Well,
I'm inclined to think more. I think it's gonna be
no, I think it's likely to be less.
I think it's gonna be less.
It's gonna be less because they're gonna take away from the
I just
upstairs.
don't know what the
Take away from
pitch of the roof is to say that, that's all.
Oh,
Right.
okay, I got you.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's 23 feet, if it's a 10-foot garage, you're talking 13 feet to the peak, you can get a pretty good pitch on that, so, especially on the width of that garage.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in general.
Okay,
Until I see the plan, I,
sure. Yeah.
Ms. Dahl,
Yeah, all that.
Ms. Spencer?
Yeah,
I
I just think we have to have confirmation on, seeing the plans and
Yeah.
the square
we
footage.
apologize, it's not with
Unfortunately,
us.
Yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
that's kind of unfortunate, because usually
Yeah.
that's.
And we would have brought some too if we knew that you guys didn't.
But
We
now-
thought we
now
had
you know
everything.
exactly what we're looking for,
Yeah,
and it should be
Straightforward.
pretty straightforward to get that.
Okay. Yeah, I think we just need to print it.
And I would make this common sense suggestion. Try not to go overboard on the square footage,
So I have a question for you.
because you're limited per the bylaw to 700.
Mhm.
And if we're talking 1,700 or possibly more, as Mr. Sullivan just suggested, that's way over the 700 square feet. Now, speaking for myself, and I'm just one voice up here, you know you've heard from everybody tonight, so I'm not micromanaging this, but speaking for myself, I think 700 square feet for a garage is unrealistically low. And that bylaw probably needs to be changed.
Oh, yeah.
But right now, that's the law,
Mhm.
right? We don't make the law. That's town meeting. So we're not legislators, we're more quasi-judicial. So 700 is the hand of cards that we have been dealt, and you. So if you're looking to go as high as 2,000 square feet, once everything is calculated, I don't know how we would respond to that. That's way over the 700. I think the average is what, generally 1,500 square feet? or
Somewhere in that area,
something?
that's
Somewhere in that
typical.
range.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, just a suggestion, keep it reasonable in size.
How would we lessen it? Because the garage
It's
part
up
where
to your
we,
builder.
okay, just shrink the height and just say nothing upstairs is usable then?
I don't know.
'Cause
First,
it's
you've got
two
to calculate
cars,
how
not
much it
three.
is right now.
Okay,
And then, if it's not any more, it might even be less, as Mr. Poirier and Ms. Spencer suggest. Great. But as Mr. Sullivan suggests, it could be higher. And then, you know, if you're getting into something that's like 2,000 square feet, that could be an issue for some of us.
sure.
Don't know.
Okay.
We honestly don't know what we're dealing with. But we will the next time. So does anybody have anything else they want to say? Nothing?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
No? Okay. So it's regrettable that we have to postpone,
But not for long.
but not for long.
Okay,
So Mr. Poirier and Mr. Barrington are very good with their calendar phones. And we're going to try to get you back in here quickly.
okay.
Now typically, we meet once a month, 30-day intervals. Maybe we can get you in before then. How's that sound?
We are gonna
Marvelous.
be out of town for part of August, so
Yes.
just,
So am I,
okay,
and so is Mr. Poirier.
okay,
So am I.
okay,
And so is Ms. Spencer. So we're going to work around everybody's schedule.
okay.
So is August 6th too soon?
We leave the August 5th.
You're leaving on
Yeah,
the 5th, okay?
yeah.
Just-
How about the 4th
okay.
We
then?
gotta start somewhere.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
How about the 4th?
that's good.
Yeah.
But
I'll
you're
just
leaving
double
the
check
next
her.
day, right?
I'm sorry.
You leaving the next day?
Just-
Yeah, and that's fine. That's okay.
Will you have,
You're gonna have to pack them the day before that or something.
you're going to have to bring all your farms and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you get it all together in that quick? you know,
Yeah, I think we have everything you need. We have all the construction plans ready to go, so I think that we'll
And you
call
gotta
our
do your
builder and make
calculation.
sure that we get a good calculation.
Yeah.
And,
So August 4, what day of the week is that?
That's a Tuesday.
I should have brought my schedule. August 4, sounds like I have something.
Yeah.
But if I can't make it, then Mr. Barrington, sitting to my right, who's the vice chair, will take over in my absence.
okay.
And, ooh, he's mean. You gotta be careful about this guy here.
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah,
Mr. Barrington.
So how long are you gone for?
we'll be back on the 16th.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
right? Let me,
And you were gone?
yeah, we'll be back on the 16th.
Unless you want to stay a couple of days longer.
No, we'll be back because you have to,
I'm thinking if it's some
Yeah.
sort of court thing that's gonna take me out of town, but I can't recall. So we're gonna stay with the 4th.
okay.
Not gonna push it
If
out
we have
any
to
longer.
tweak it, we
Okay.
will.
That's only a couple more weeks, right?
Is that enough time for posting?
We don't have to repost.
No, okay.
It's gonna go on.
It's a continuance, right?
It's a continuous, so it'll go on the website, Mr. Barrington, but we don't have to advertise it.
Okay.
Is that what you're asking?
Yep.
Yeah, no advertising.
You're requesting a continuance, is
Okay.
basically what we're saying.
Are you requesting a continuance?
Yes.
We are,
We are requesting a continuance.
Very good.
You
Where are
answered
going on
very
your
quickly.
vacation?
We're going to Iceland.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna have
it's our
fun.
5th wedding anniversary, so
We got married in Iceland, so we're going back. There's a solar eclipse.
I was getting to think the cops were after you or something. Yeah.
not yet.
He's behaved so far.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been to a place where the air was so clear.
Yeah.
And everything's so distinct.
Yep. We're
No
excited.
mosquitoes either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you go in the hot baths?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. We love it there.
We've done the whole island
Yeah.
virtually.
Yep.
That's great.
Do we need a motion to continue?
Yes, we do need a motion.
Sure.
So the petitioner has requested a continuance, and
I think
the
your
date,
motion was granted.
the date of August 4th is suggested. Now, it may not be in this room. I can't speak
Okay.
for where it's going to be.
Okay.
It'll be in the building though.
Okay.
Not in Miles Standish then.
So in the basement, there's another meeting room
Okay.
down there, so.
Okay.
There'll be signage.
Okay,
It'll be on the website anyway.
okay,
This is room 1.
okay,
Room 4 is all the way in the basement.
okay.
That's where they put us when we act out. So, does somebody want to make that motion? Continue the case to August 4?
I move that the case be continued to Tuesday, August 4th,
6:30.
6:30.
Second,
And before we vote, I want to say that this will be, I think, the only case on our docket for the evening.
Okay,
So you get called up first, you don't have to listen to anybody else. Hopefully get you in and out.
Thank you.
Provided we get the documentation.
That's right,
And
Mr. Sullivan, it's a stickler.
Yeah.
All in favor?
aye.
Okay, so you're off until August 4th, you know what you got to do?
yep.
And
Do you
we'll
want
see
multiple copies again, just like the plot plan
there. It would be good to
Please.
have at
Okay.
least,
for everybody? Okay,
at least one for everybody.
okay.
We've been doing quite well with everything we've been asked.
We have.
Anything else
it's
that
just
you
not
want
here.
to inquire about? We're done for this evening.
No, I think that
I
was
think
it.
that's it.
But
That's
you're
it.
good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're clear?
Yep,
Yep.
All right.
very, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Let's get a beer.
See you both.
Enjoy
Thank
your
you.
trip.
So we're going to see them before they go.
Yeah.
You never know.
Never know.
Thank you.
All right, good night.
Yep.
Thanks.
All right, now, next we go to correspondence or items that should be discussed before we adjourn. Does anybody have anything?
No.
No.
I do.
There's always one.
First of all, you will recall the 18 Brockton Avenue case that we sat on
Yes.
back on May 28th and also June 25 at our last meeting.
Yes.
And that case went to decision. I'm happy to report that the penalty has been paid and that construction will be moving forward.
Great.
Good.
Good. Very good.
Good news. Next.
With the conditions, right?
Yes. with the conditions.
Lots of conditions.
There was an item on the agenda this evening about discussing the waiver of a
Church.
waiver of a filing. Do you have that, Jim? Thank you. The Union Church has sent a letter dated July 17th requesting consideration of a waiver for the zoning permit application fee associated with replacing the church's existing sign. It's alleged that Union Church is a nonprofit religious organization, and that it's open for worship services only twice each year. While the church is not in regular operation for worship services, it remains an important part of our community's history and heritage. Replacing the existing sign will improve the property's appearance, provide clear identification for those attending services, and help preserve the welcoming presence of this cherished place of worship. Because the Union Church operates on a very limited basis and has minimal financial resources, the cost of the application fee represents a significant expense. Granting a fee waiver would greatly assist in completing this modest improvement while allowing the church to continue preserving the property for future generations and the community it serves. Respectfully submitted on behalf of Union Church, Peter Allegrini, who is the owner of Signs by Designs. I can tell you all that I've been inside that Union Church before, and it's really quaint and beautiful in there. But I don't think it's heated, which is probably why they only do services twice a year. I was in there in the cold weather around Christmas time, and it's cold.
Ooh.
It's cold. But in any event, this is about a sign, and so I asked for feedback from you folks as to what you would like to do. Typically, as we all know, to come before us, there's a filing fee that needs to be paid. That's the
And how much is that?
cost
Yeah,
of doing
I think
business
so.
with us. You know, I want to say it's $4.50.
I looked it up. I Googled it
You
for
did?
Carver. Yeah, it's at 50, was it 50 to the,
That was the sign fee though, right? You're saying there's a
Yeah.
fee to come before us?
Yeah.
Yeah, normally good.
zoning permit application fee.
Oh, okay, well,
I think it's $450.
that said, was it 50? Yeah, but
But in any event, they're looking for a waiver of whatever fee it is.
Application fee. We thought they were looking for the signs permit fee.
filing fee for a new sign permit in Carver, Massachusetts is $50 for the planning board and $50 per sign for the building permitting department. Though some general commercial schedules list a flat $60 building fee per sign.
I guess the next question is, do we even have jurisdiction on this, or is it the planning board?
Well, I was, yeah,
What size sign? I mean, that would be the only.
Yeah, we don't even
Why
know
are they,
that.
yeah, why
So
are
if-
they,
Yeah.
so
why do
if-
they need to come in front of us?
Zoning usually gets involved if it exceeds the, the limitation of what the town requires.
Right,
If it,
yeah.
it could be 10 square feet, or whatever that number is, so not knowing what the sign is, to your point, Stephen, it may not even be our responsibility.
So maybe what we should do is direct the nice ladies down in the planning department to get some more information,
Yes.
because this may not be our case.
Yeah? What's the proposal all about?
Yeah.
How big is the sign? Is it gonna be where?
It says replace,
I mean, I'm sure you go through.
replace the
a lot of-
existing sign, but it gives
Yeah.
no details.
It could be LED, it could be.
Right.
So with everyone's permission, I will contact the folks down in the planning department to get more detail on this.
That'd be great.
Okay.
I think that there is something in the, and I didn't bring my book unfortunately.
bylaws.
Yeah, there's something in the bylaw book about signs. Could you locate that for us, one of you?
Doing it, making us do our homework again, huh?
And then I have two other short matters to discuss. I know there's something in there about signs.
Limited signs. Standards. Permitted signs only, signs which refer to permitted zoning bylaws. So there's maximum 4 foot high. There's no page limit, I'll tell you exactly where it's 290-3-5-2.
290-3-5-2.
Ask me why I found it that quick with one.
That's good, though.
Monument wall, window traffic directory address.
290-5 dash.
290-3.
293-5-2.
Yep.
352.
Article 3.3-5 signs.
Okay.
3-5, finally.
Well, the fee schedule is determined by the building commissioner.
Yeah.
Hurry up, would you?
You want mine?
Wait a minute.
That's,
That's 352 at the bottom.
Okay.
What we need
Carries
to do
over.
is we need to find out which board in town would have jurisdiction over this. I seem to recall that the sign, most of the sign jurisdiction in town.
It says use permitted by zoning, bylaw, or protected by statute are permitted. And the provisions. Prohibited signs.
A schedule of fees of such permits may be established and amended from time to time by the building commissioner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it says.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to have to call on this.
Yeah, we need some more information.
I have a
yeah.
distinct recollection that the planning board got most of our previous sign jurisdiction. It used to be always with zoning,
okay.
with the ZBA. But it was taking up a lot of our time. And we gratefully handed off to the planning board. I have that in memory, so let me see what I can find out. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to defer making any decision on this request for now,
Yep.
and we can always take it up when we come back in 2
On the
weeks.
fourth. Yep.
Yeah.
Next, There is another request before us to waive an appeal fee. This would be an appeal of a decision made by the building commissioner not to take action on a particular case. I'm not going to get into why, it's not really pertinent. But I did want to let everybody know that this is a person who would like to bring this matter in front of the ZBA, the appeal of the zoning commissioner's decision not to take any action on a particular matter about which this person had complained. And she doesn't feel as if she should have to pay $450 for that appeal. And so I want to let everybody know how I responded to this, because we weren't in session, obviously, at the time. So administratively, I responded as follows to our clerk in the planning department, not directly to the complainant. All people wishing to appeal must pay the fee. Please direct the author of this email to pay the appeal fee if she wants to bring this matter in front of the ZBA. That's how I responded to that. I didn't think it was appropriate for the board to begin waiving appeal fees just because somebody feels that the decision made by the building commissioner was wrong. If you believe that there was a wrong decision made, then you appeal the fee and you get in front of us and we listen to the case. Okay, so that's what I did on that.
Okay.
And then last, I save another positive thing. Folks up here will remember, most of you, that our decision on July 23, 2024, on a Save the Pine Barrens case was appealed. And that appeal went to the Superior Court, and the judge issued his order 1 week ago. The judge wrote, "It is ordered that the defendant's motion to dismiss be allowed." So that case ends up being a case which supports our decision in the case. That's a win. There may be an appeal. Plaintiff is entitled to an appeal. That's a Save the Pine Barrens plaintiff. We were part of that appeal. We're the defendants, the Carver Zoning Board of Appeals. So I wanted to announce that to all of you as well, unless you are hanging on the website for Massachusetts state courts all the time like I am. We're not likely to see this. So I thought, since you were involved at the
Yes.
time, and you were involved at the time, and you were involved at the time, and I was involved at the time, that you'd appreciate knowing this.
What was their basis of appeal? What was their basis for appeal?
The basis of the appeal was that it was incorrect and improper for the building commissioner not to have issued a cease and desist order on property located at 46 Federal Road in Carver,
Got it.
alleging that there was sand being removed as opposed to appropriate cranberry farming activities. And without getting to too much more detail, you
Got
can
it.
review all of this on the website.
Yep.
But that's a win. Congratulations, everybody. I think that our decision was well-written, well-drafted, and obviously supported by the court. Not the first time either. So our record of not having been reversed for 30 years remains intact. So
Good job.
that's our, those are my items to discuss with you all tonight. Does anybody have anything else that they'd like to say?
No, I mean, I was surprised when I got here and found out we had more than one case.
What do you mean?
Because there wasn't any email.
We didn't get any,
We didn't get anything.
we didn't get
on this
anything
last
on
one.
that second case, Steve.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
nothing.
Tonight was the first that we saw of it.
Well,
We
then
were talking about it on the way in. I was like,
then I apologize. We know that we didn't have a plan,
Right.
but I must have been given something. Let me see. And if I did not
It's
Get it off to
unusual,
you.
it's unusual for them not to have a denial letter either. Usually that's, or the copy of
Yeah,
their
I didn't have
taxes
any of
related.
this. I had one of those drawings, one of those plans, right?
Yeah,
Right, that was
that
it.
was just a site plan. like
Yeah,
a,
That's it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not like
it.
they've been here before.
What's that?
So,
I was
my
under the
apologies,
impression
I
they
probably
had
should have
been
gotten
I
something.
Oh,
think
really?
that they've been battling with downstairs,
Just
with
downstairs.
submitting different things back and forth.
The
So,
requirements.
yeah, they were denied from the building
Okay.
inspector and then did not receive a denial letter to go forward with that. But usually when they kick everything to us, we get a
Yeah.
denial letter. Yeah, the tax.
We get the
paper.
package.
You get a
Yeah.
whole package, so.
So apologies for not getting anything to you in advance, but they didn't have much either, apparently.
No, they didn't,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Good night, Carver.